Right, hi everyone. Can you let me know if you can hear me all okay? I think I'm about 10, 15 seconds in front of you guys. No, maybe I'm actually considerably more in front, probably 15, 20 seconds in front. You can hear me. Okay, perfect. Let's get started. Right, so at this moment in time, the market is in a really, really weird spot. Um, there's a lot of money sat on the sides. A lot of people or investors cashed out over the last 6 weeks or so. I'm talking about the macro market here, the stock market. So a lot of investors cashed out over the last sort of 6 weeks. There's an awful lot of dollars sat on the side that need to be at work earning money because they have to beat the 7% inflation print. So that's the benchmark that needs to be beaten to maintain purchasing power, that 7% benchmark. So what we have now is liquidity. Not everyone understands there's going to be a removal of liquidity. So there's going to be the Fed is not going to be buying as many bonds as in putting money into the market each month. That will stop in March, and they'll likely begin the quantitative tightening by June, July time, which means that they will start some of the bonds that are maturing on their balance sheet that they bought up are now maturing, and they will basically sell back into the market. So they're not going to be printing as much money and putting as much money into the economy. They're going to be raising interest rates, so the cost of money is increasing. Thirdly, they're going to start selling some of their bonds back into the market, so they're actually taking US dollars in return for these bonds, and that will basically stay out of the market. So there is going to be a real dry up slash removal of liquidity from the market over the next 6 months or so. For this reason, overall, I'm quite bearish on the market. However, in the short term, I do think we can get a relief rally. I think between now and March, we can be okay. I think something like this 40. Okay. I'll start on this chart. So we're in the downtrend line here. So I've done it on a few different charts. I've got the charts up of Bitcoin from a few different exchanges to really note these wicks. So we can see here we're still well in the downtrend. So some people are saying we haven't broken out. I think the main shorting zone would be here. I may even, so on this chart here, I have a more local orange box. So let me explain for all those that don't know. The orange boxes we play in bear markets or in downtrending, declining markets, and we look to short into those. The yellow boxes, we play them in uptrending markets. Just can everyone hear me okay? I'm going to continue, but just checking everyone can hear me okay because I think the stream is a little bit laggy. But yes, so we play the yellow boxes as long orders in the uptrending markets. So on the corrections, we hope to fill in the yellow boxes with our long orders for a further move up. So that's where we want to fill our longs. In the orange boxes, we look for a relief rally. We fill our shorts in those orange boxes, and then we fall down further. So we print money that way. Okay, thank you, Bogdan. The stream is fine, perfect. Okay, so with Bitcoin now, I think overall, I think we can get a relief rally, but I don't want to be playing it. I still think we will see a 28 to 24k Bitcoin at some point between now and June. I really do. I think the stock market is having a relief rally right now. I'm sorry, the stream is very slow. So I believe it's not quite at our boxes yet. They're yet to load up. This is very annoying. Here we go. So I think we're nearly getting, let's move this out of the way. Yeah, we're nearly getting there. We're not far away. So let's see what happens. But I think this will be the main shorting zone. So if I was playing the stock market now, I'd be filling shorts in here. Especially I'd fill some small orders in the red, some big orders in the orange, and then perhaps some bigger orders at the trend line if we get there. I personally don't think we'll get there. But I think we're at the stage of sell the rips rather than buy the dips. So for this reason, overall, I'm happy being 70% in cash, 30% in Bitcoin. That's sort of like my hedge. And I'll look for shorts where I can. I think with the relief rally, I don't want to be playing longs. I'm quite scared of longs at the moment because I've just seen how bad the liquidity is. So I don't want to be playing the longs. I do want to be playing the shorts, but everything is quite low at this moment in time. We need a few more good days like we've seen today, and we short into those. So let's go through some of the charts now. Let's go back to this Bitcoin one, this second Bitcoin one, where I'll just maybe give some more thoughts. So let's clear this. Here we go. So the main downtrend is here. We're not there yet. We're really not. So this is a chart from Bitfinex. The other one is from FTX. No, the other one is from Binance. So two exchanges that have got good charts. So we're working off similar data here, which is good. So do I want to be filling a short here? It's tough. I would say possibly a very small order, and I would have no stop loss, and I would fill bigger shorts in here. Can we go to 54? I think really unlikely. I really do. I think I'd fill small orders in here, much bigger orders in here for shorts, and hope them to play out. My overall position would not be big, because if we did break through here, I'd want to be cutting losses at like 47k. So for that reason, the overall size I put in wouldn't be big. But yes, those are my thoughts on Bitcoin right now. Let's move to some of the alts. So we can see that we broke out of the flag. We're now retesting it. So I think we can get a further move down into this yellow box, and maybe even into the green convergence box. So this is where the majority of my orders will be, somewhere in this green box and some in this yellow box, hopefully to fill, to then maybe get the breakout. And on the bigger time frames, I'm not going to change it because the stream is just really laggy, sorry. But on the daily and the 3 days, we might start to see a bull div with the lower low and then a move through, and that might be our retest of say 44, something like that. And that might take the next 6 weeks to play out. No, maybe less. Maybe the next 4 weeks to play out, and then moving into March, we'll start to see more of the fear come around as the Fed meeting looms, and we'll start seeing that people are pricing in. I think the pricing in of the interest rates is already there. I think Powell won't want to scare the market. He'll want to do a 0.25% raise rather than a 0.5% raise, and I think then we might be okay. But let's see. But I still think we see this 28k zone. I really do. Let's start on the alts. So I'm going to try and keep this stream relatively short and precise. If there are any questions about anything, just any questions, and don't be shy, because a lot of you have questions sometimes after in the chat, or you message me privately in the DMs, and a lot of your questions other members will also have. So don't be shy, just ask. Ethereum. So I like this move. It's a nice move. It's got above the horizontal resistance. It's testing the downtrend line here. Am I going to short in the orange? I probably will fill a small order and see what happens. But right now, that will be a breakout of the downtrend line. So let's see. But at this moment in time, I think we are due for some form of relief rally. So if we did get this and a break up, we are still in the downtrend channel, in the uptrend channel though. So overall, I would still be scared. But I'm not looking for longs. I'm looking to sit on the side and looking to find shorts where possible. So this is a potential zone for ETH. Litecoin, I'll show you, but I'm just not interested in playing Litecoin. Like it can just get no movement whatsoever. We've gone from 100 to 110 in the past, just under 2 weeks or whatever it is. Like, that's so boring. Let's move on from that. I'm not looking to play these local levels. They're just too local. And there's the opportunities elsewhere. Guys, another reminder, any questions, fire over. So Solana, we're starting to see some moves, which is good, but again, nothing really major. You can see we've actually perhaps had a bigger flag here. Sorry, the stream is very slow. So we're probably playing in this one here now. So I'm not confident here. I think I've seen the crypto Twitter guys are getting very bullish here. Like what here screams bullish to you? I mean, if we do get a rebound, then cool. But let's have a look at the liquidity on Solana, for instance, the volume that we're getting. Declining volume. All through here, the volume is low. We've returned back to like lowish levels here. The volume here compared to all in here. Like just this, it shows from sort of 2022 onwards, there's not really been any volume in the market. Retail is not here right now. And with regards being on-chain, the on-chain data still is not that great. The only good sign we've seen is on the exchange net position change, where we've had some Bitcoin leave exchanges, but we've not seen. Let's have a look at the addresses, because you'll see on the addresses. So let's look at addresses greater than 0.1 Bitcoin. Come on, I can really do with this being faster for me and for us, for you. So only here did we have a reduction. We've had a nice movement up the whole way, increasing, and only here have we had a reduction. That's interesting. Let's look at 1 Bitcoin. This might be a good indicator of the smaller fish. I know 1 Bitcoin is still a lot, but in the grand scheme of things, 1 Bitcoin is not a lot. Okay, so the short-term guys are selling into this. That's weird. And it's significantly deeper than these. It's similar to this. Okay. Let's look at addresses of greater than 10 Bitcoin. So overall, a lot of the metrics aren't that great now. They're not showing. Okay, these guys are de-risking here as well on 10 Bitcoin. That's interesting. Seems to me that everybody is de-risking into this, even though I knew the big boys were. Christ, they definitely are. This is on 100 Bitcoins, so that's quite frightening. That's not a misprint. No, it's not a misprint. So that's quite. That's not a good sign there. Let's look at the 1K Bitcoin. 10K is pointless looking at the 1K. So nothing major, but you are seeing starting to get like a low here. Yeah, you are sort of like printing a new low there. So overall, the on-chain is not good. On the on here, large wallet inflows 1 to 10K, nothing really major. You have got some blue here. The whales, there was one big buy order. So who knows? We might get a turnaround here. We might get that relief rally. But overall, I'm not. See here, we did have a big order. 164 bottom right hand corner, 164,000 Bitcoin. So that's cool to see. But I mean, we did see one up here as well. So overall, these are the only half positive charts that I've just shown you there. Overall, a lot of the other, you can see even with the addresses, you can see they're not bullish whatsoever. In fact, I think in the last week's stream, they were looking reasonably, mid to bearish, where now they just look bearish. So we've sort of turned the corner. So I'm surprised here, because it seems that a lot of the sentiment on crypto Twitter is, we've had a pump day today. I mean, just looking at the charts, is this really a pump day? I don't know, you tell me, but it doesn't really look like a pump day to me, to be honest. A pump day is something like, here is a pump day. Here is the over 12-hour period. Bang, bang. That's a pump day. This 12-hour and this 12-hour, or if we get another one now where we move up to the top of the thing, then yes, I can call that like a pump day. But so far, we've not seen enough right now. So Solana is still in its flag. This is actually a proper bear flag as well. It's not the bottom of the flagpole, which is the only difference, but overall it's a real proper bear flag. So I personally don't think we're going to fill any boxes here. I think the opportunity is perhaps elsewhere. So let's move on to BNB. That's a more interesting flag that we've got now. Okay, I don't think this is going to fill an orange box either. Again, I'm not bullish here. Like, look at this candle. Just because we've gone from 367 to 384, like, great, we're up to 2%. I don't think we're bullish yet. If we do turn the corner and Bitcoin does break out, that might flip our hand. But at this moment in time, I don't think we are. So yeah, for now, I'm looking to fill shorts, but because we're at lows, it's not really appropriate to do it. Let's look at Matic. So far, I'm going to go through the opportunities. I'm not seeing anything great so far. Maybe ETH is perhaps the best bet. Again, Matic could be okay. Say we go higher and we start touching this trend line at 180s perhaps. I would think about doing a short then. Yeah, I would definitely think about doing a small short then. But for now, other than that, I'm not interested. Dot and Chainlink, I'm not really interested in either of them. See, Dot's had a 5% or so move, so good for that. Bitcoin's starting to get some movement, which is okay. Again, guys, look, come on. This is very boring. It just is compressed by the white horizontal resistance. We can't seem to get any volume up. I mean, look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin has made sort of a local higher lows and higher highs, very locally, so just in the small time frame. And we can see we're in an uptrend channel. Look at Polkadot. You're just sideways. Like there's nothing that, like, this is a no-no. So you can argue the higher slightly higher highs and slightly higher lows, but I mean there's nothing really in that there. So look at Chainlink. Chainlink is okay. That looks okay there. So I think this is probably in a flag as well. We're touching the trend line. I think he wants to be somewhere there. So I don't want to be shorting here though, because we could have a relief rally up to here. So I don't necessarily want to be filling shorts right now in this flag, but what I will do is be happy to be sat in cash on the side with the expected movement of it breaking down. Let's look at other opportunities like AVAX. So AVAX I may consider shorting. The breakout of the downtrend line scares me slightly, but again, am I happy just to be sat on the sides here? Probably I am, because I do think we see much more down swings between now and March. And like, trading every day is not profitable. We need to be picking our times, picking our moments. And when you're in this like mid territory now, where we look like we can go, but also look like we can break down, and the macro stuff is still negative, even though we're looking like the S&P is getting a relief rally. But overall, it's just not enough. Okay, nice candle on Luna on the 12-hour. Really nasty downtrend line. Has it broken out? No. I say sort of, but it hasn't. It's there or thereabouts. It's sort of rejected out of the line. Maybe we'll get pushed through if Bitcoin kicks on, but I don't think Bitcoin's going to kick on. And look, I'm a long-term bull. I'm very bullish on Bitcoin over the next 5 years, 3 years, 2 years. I think we'll see a $200,000 Bitcoin comfortably. I really do. But which is why I'm in this space. But right now, the macro market is still so bad. Everyone is looking at each other, not sure what to do. There's so much money sat on the side. They need to get back in because of the 7% inflation benchmark that they need to beat. But at the same time, they expect it to go down further, so they don't want to get back in just yet. There's almost this 1 to 2 month period where they're waiting for their time to be sat on the sides, let the corrections happen, and then jump back in. And do I think we're there yet? Personally, I don't. I think let's check out the S&P quickly. I think we still see a fill of these boxes. Come on, let's load. I think we see a fill of these boxes, and then we get a move down to 4080 as the next target. Yeah, I think 4080. If we break 480, I think we see 3.7s. So let's see. But I think overall we're gonna get more of a move down. But let's move back to curve. Overall, not too bad. In a similar pattern to everything else. I think it will all depend on Bitcoin here. I think Bitcoin and ETH will move okay. I think everything else will be about the same. Like Phantom's about the same, Curve's about the same, Matic's about the same, BNB, Litecoin, Mina. I mean, you've got a few movers like Mana has moved, Luna has moved. You could even argue that Sand and Solana have moved. But everything else, not so much in the similar sort of range as Bitcoin and ETH. So I think it will very much depend on Bitcoin, on what Bitcoin does here. For Curve, am I going to play this box? Probably I will. I probably will play a very small order with a hope to fill a bigger order in here as a fake out. Maybe we'll get something like, if you can see my arrows. Something possibly like this. Has that done an arrow for me? No, it hasn't. It's been very annoying. Go away. I think we could see something like that. But for now, I want to fill a small order in there, see what, because we could just break straight back down from there. But see what happens. I'll probably fill a small order here. I'll probably fill a more medium-sized order there, just to increase my average entry price for the shorts, so that I don't need it to go down as much to break even. But for now, am I interested? Not hugely. Again, I'm just more comfortable sitting on the sides. Let's look at Phantom. Phantom did have a move, but came right back down. The flag is almost redundant now. Couldn't reclaim, got rejected, held this part here. Do I want to play this? Not now. Do I want a long? Probably not. And do I want a short? Again, probably not. There's not enough signs there in the market now, and by trading the setup we're currently seeing, I promise you'll end up losing money. What you'll do is you'll end up oversizing. You'll end up, and I believe me, I've done this before, and I've lost money doing this before. That you end up oversizing, you end up getting chopped out by the chop, by the volatility, and we still have this really volatile market here because people need to get back in, but they're not sure to get back in. The Fed hasn't been clear on anything. Yeah, and that's it really. But let's check out Sand and Mana. Both move quite well actually. This is actually a nice move by Sand. If my boxes, I'm still waiting for the boxes. Ooh, this is in the box. I would potentially consider doing a small short here, but with enough that we can hit here, and I would short there as well. As you can see, main boxes we play quite well. This isn't really a main box, more of a local box, so it's less reliable, but maybe I'd consider doing a short here. I'll check the funding and stuff like that after this stream, and I'll post about it, because we can likely still fill orders here. I'll check Bitcoin as well to see if I think we're going to get maybe a small local breakout, let's see. But with regard to that stuff, I may consider the short on Sand. Let's look at Mana. Again, I think I'll consider shorting Mana as well if it's broken up from an uptrend channel, which is pretty cool. But I'd think I'd consider a short in here also. Yeah, I think I would. I think those are the best opportunities for now. Let me go and do some more digging in terms of the funding rates. But yeah, they might be the best opportunities now. Okay, I'm going to do Atom, and then we're going to be done. Any questions from anyone? I've downgraded Cardano, by the way, just into the mid caps column. It's just a rubbish coin. Let's look at Atom. Atom's had an okay day. Guys, come on. Who wants to be playing this? Definitely not me. Bounce off the trend line, which is okay, but overall I'm not really too interested in this. Yeah, overall just not really too interested. Sand and Mana are the ones I think I'd most like to play. Bitcoin's holding the 38.7 zone quite well. I mean, it's gone there before. I think it's possible to play Sand and Mana. I will check the funding on them, but I think it's possible to play them if you play a small enough position that if this does rip up, you set yourself your stop loss. So let's go through the stop loss. So that if Bitcoin does rip up and push the market with it, that the Sand and Mana stop loss will stop you out at a price where you don't play big enough that it really hurts you. But the opportunity is there to potentially play this. So I would say 445 should be the stop loss for Sand, if you don't want to play the bigger box up here as well. I'd probably say 324 for Mana would be the stop loss there as well if it does fill the orange box. For now, I think I'm going to end the stream quickly unless there's any questions. I'm going to check the funding on the stuff on Sand and Mana, and I think Sand I will try to possibly fill. But yes, unless there's any questions, hit me up if there are. I'll wait 10 seconds or so to see if there's any questions. If there's not, we'll end the stream. I'll check the funding on Sand, and then we'll possibly think about doing a short. But again, this is high risk. If Bitcoin does break up, the Sand short will be battered. Let's consider it. Okay, I think that's it. I'm going to end the stream and do a post on Sand.